Yeah, do you have everyone here? Do I have everyone here? Everybody here in the room already?
Yes, sir. I'm actually right here. Sam is here.
Okay, good, Sam. Because we have a lot to do, so we'll not be
Mhm.
waiting. We'll not be waiting for this. What's giving us some fit on noise
That is literally not from me. That's not from me.
there?
It
Aisha, is
should
it
be
from
from
you?
someone else. No, no, no. It's not from me. It's not from Sam.
Okay, Aisha, is it from you?
I've muted. Sorry, it's me.
Okay,
I've muted.
okay. So I thought the rest were here, so we'll not be waiting for people. This is not, it's not a good thing for us to be waiting for people. We need to use our time properly so that we can cover everything we want to do. So this was scheduled beforehand, and we need to exercise some discipline, because that's what will help us get to where we want to get to. Without discipline, it's going to be tough for anybody to do anything in life. So I'm sorry. Um, don't be angry with me. But
It's all good, Sam.
so in this section, we're going to be doing another thing. I think it's most yesterday. I talked about something else, and I talked about what I think was very, very important for most of you, which I showed you how to close all these big clients, how to get all these clients who can pay you the money you seek, how to get all these clients who can pay you what you seek. You know, the clients who you can pay. I told you that making all the offer. I even showed you all the typical example of how to go around this whole process and what to do and everything yesterday. That's what we did yesterday, and I believe that you now know how to close all those clients, how to get them to come do what you want them to do. So that's what I did, spend my time doing yesterday. Everything we did yesterday was about that. So it's about booking a meeting, booking a section. Like you want to book section with this client. You want to make sure you have a meeting with this client. You want to make sure that this client gets to you. Everything we did yesterday was about ensuring that you have a section with this client, ensuring you have a meeting, because the more meetings you have, the more likely you'll be able to get this client. So you want to book meeting every time, you want to book inspection, you want to book test drive, whatever thing you want to do, because you know that when you book that meeting with that client, you will be able to ask to move things. You'll be able to get the sale, you're able to collect the money, right? So what I need you to do for the last section we did, the pricing, if you have questions, please note it down. We're going to have a section where we'll deal with all your questions. After this section, we'll deal with all your questions. So if you have questions, so just note your question down. So you want to have a thing whereby your goal is basically about having this client, helping this client reach what they want to reach. That's your goal. That is what you want to do. You want to get this client to book to a meeting with you. Because if you're, like I told you yesterday, if you're working with clients who are deep pocketed, if you're working with rich clients, they don't just talk too much because they have money, they don't have time. So they don't have time to talk too much. What they do more is to talk about how they can serve you, how you can serve them. Tell them what you can do for them. If it makes sense to them, they say yes, they give you money right off the spot. Money is not a problem, right? So you want to work with those clients who can afford you. You want to spend your most time with those kind of clients. So that is what we do. Let's assume you've already booked a meeting with this client. You have a section with them. Now you guys are not talking. So you've booked that inspection with them. Successfully, you've been able to book that inspection that you want to book. Successfully, you've been able to book that meeting. Like I said yesterday, that meeting could be virtual and it could be in person. So you've booked that meeting using the process I showed you yesterday. Now the meeting is booked. So what do? So the client has come for the meeting. Now, listen to this. Look at this staircase. Yesterday I told you that you need to climb each of these staircase until you get to the end. The client is standing at the end, right? So if you stop here in the middle, you will not have done yourself any good. So your job is actually to get to the end. You don't want to stop in the middle. If you stop in the middle, you have not. If you stop here, just 2 steps to where the client is standing, you will still not get the money. So everything I showed you yesterday will get you to this place here. Look at my mouse here. This way it will get you. So you need to take 2 more steps to be able to meet the clients who will not pay you money. So how do you do that? You do that by what I call collaborative closing. You see, the problem with most people is this. When they go to meet clients, they try to do what they try to sell. You try to sell. Now, already you've done your marketing. I told you yesterday that when you want to close a big ticket client, it is 75% marketing, 25% selling. So you've already created demand. You've already created desire in the heart of that client. If not, the client will not have booked meeting with you. So the client has booked a meeting with you. That's an indication that you have been able to really move with the client. Like the client likes you. That is what that means. That is the indication of that client booking a meeting with you. It shows the client likes you, the client believes in you, and then you need to just prove another 25% again, or you have another 25% hurdle to cross. So your last 25% hurdle is what you need to cross. Please, can somebody mute? Everybody mute, please. Mute your mic, please. So you want to be able to get these 25% people, which will help you to be able to get those clients who will pay you that money you want to be paid. Because without that, you're never going to be paid that money you're going to be paid. So you want to be able to make sure you have clients who can pay you that money in that meeting. So the way you close is you close like doctors. You know, one time, long ago, I was sick. I got to the doctor. When I got to the hospital, and I was sick, I was like, oh, come on, give me drugs, give me injection, let me go. No, doctor didn't do that. What did he do? He sat me down. See, I want you to change your mindset. Stop seeing yourself like all I'm interested in is collecting money. Let me just close the sale, collect money, move on to the next client. That's not what you should do. I want you to see yourself as someone who's coming to serve people, who's coming to help people genuinely. When you place your client above your interest, you will get what you want without stress. And the client will see that truly you mean well for them. Because most people, all they're interested in is the money. Let me close the money. Look, I need money. Oh, look, I don't have time for this rubbish. Money is what I need. Nonsense. No. If you truly want to serve high-end clients, you must get yourself away. Put yourself out of the picture and place the client above your personal interest. Like you want to serve this client truly from your heart of hearts. You are interested in this client having true, genuine transformation. It's not about you, it's about the client. That is one thing you must do. And you need to be honest about it. You need to tell yourself the truth that I want to serve this client from my best heart. So if you want to serve this client genuinely, because this client doesn't have time, he has money, you want to focus on serving this client. So how do you serve this client? How do you serve this client? You serve them by behaving like a doctor. I'll give you a typical example. If you go to a doctor, a good doctor will first of all diagnose the problem. That's what the doctor does. He asks you some few questions. Hey, how are you, my friend? How's your day? But you don't know, but the doctor is trying to close you. How's your day? How's the night? Oh, was there headache? Boom. You do collaborative. The doctor asks you a few questions. At the end of the day, he would not tell you, based on what you have told me, I think based on the result of this test and based on what you have told me, this is what you should do. Take this prescription, take these drugs, you'll be fine after that. That is how to sell. You don't argue with the doctor. Say, hey, doctor, no, this one will not work, I'll not do it. The next thing is, doctor, how much is it going to cost? Doctor says 1 million. You say, doctor, I don't have that kind of money. What I have is 300,000. Can you see the shifting now? You are not discussing pricing with the doctor. You're not saying you will not pay. You're just looking for the doctor to give you a favorable payment terms. Shit is shift. The shift now is not, but if the doctor was hawking the drugs on the road and he says it's 1 million, you're probably going to say, it's too much, I'll give you 10 naira. But because you've seen the doctor has helped you, has had a collaborative section with you, where he got to know you and he has built connection with you, he says that these drugs is 1 million. So you are saying, hey doctor, 1 million is too much. I'll pay you 200,000. I will pay you, okay, doctor, okay, that's not a problem. I'll pay 1 million, but can you give me a payment plan, please? The issue now is no longer about the money. It's about the fact that you have seen that this doctor is good. You have seen he has provided a solution to your problem. That is what happens. Now you're not discussing price. You're no longer talking about price. So how do you do collaborative closing so that it can help you to get to where you want to be? How do you do it? There's a process. The process is this. The number one thing is this you want to do in that conversation with that doctor. The doctor is always in control. You are not the one asking the doctor the question. The doctor is the one asking you questions. The first thing you want to do is you want to be in control. It's extremely important that you are in control. If you're not in control, it's never going to work. So you must be in control. You must be in control. You must ask the questions. Once you lose your control, if you notice you lose your control, immediately find a way to get it back. So in that meeting with the doctor is the one that is asking the patient the questions. The patient is the one answering the questions, not the doctor. So if there's going to be any solution, the patient will ask. He will ask the doctor, doctor, do you think I'll be fine? Doctor will say, I think we're working on it. You should be fine. Now, the patient is eager to get well because of a process the doctor is using. And that's the thing most people are not using. Because you're not putting the client first. You're placing your own interest first. So if you want to get clients who pay well, you must first kill yourself. Your selfish interest, your own, you must kill it first. You must take that one first away. Because that's what the doctor does. So how do you do these things? First, you must take control. You must ask the questions. So when a woman, as a guy, you're trying to win a woman, and then if you allow and women use this strategy on men, but men don't even know. The woman may not even know what she's doing, but she's actually exercising control. But men don't know. So the woman, the guy meets a woman and he asks, hey babe, what's up? How you doing? What's your name? The guy said, come on, you just met me. You not even asked me you not even told me your name. You're asking for my name. What is the woman trying to do? She's trying to change the narrative to take control. She may not know that's what she's doing, but that's what she's doing. It's a deep psychological thing because anybody who asks the question will eventually dictate the tune of the conversation. So you want to tilt the conversation in your own favor by asking the questions. And you don't just ask stupid questions. No, you ask questions that will move the client. Each step the client takes, each answer the client gives you, each question you ask, and each answer the client gives you, take the client closer to you so that you can close the client at the top. So your job is to keep asking. And because you need to see yourself like an expert who's providing solution. And when I say expert, you are a grain expert. You know everything about sesame seeds, soya beans. That's your job. You are a real estate expert. You are a marketing consultant. You are a business coach. You are the expert. You need to own it. Don't say, no, I'm just starting. Oh, I don't know much. No, you need to own it that you are the expert. And because you are the expert, you will be the one asking questions. That is how it works. That is how to close this client easily without stress. So you ask questions like that girl who is smart enough. But if the guy is smart, when the girl says, hey, what's your number? What's your name? If the guy is smart enough, he counter her with another question, he will be in control again. So you need to be sure that you are in control, not the client. Because when I was to buy a property around Lekki, I eventually bought though. So there's the agent. I just did a simple test on the person. When we were expecting the place, she was asking me questions. So I was throwing back the question at her, asking her question. I took charge of the conversation. She didn't know what I was doing, but just I liked the place. I really liked it. Because I liked it, that's why I took the place, because I liked it. So she didn't know what we were doing, but I was taking control of the conversation. I was taking control of the process. I was taking control of what was happening. She didn't know that's what I was doing. So clients can come to you to take control. Your job is to make sure that you never, ever, ever lose control to the client. Once you lose control, you are out of the game. So you must never lose control. You must never. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So how do you do this process? How do you do it? When you meet this client, you've had this meeting with this client, you are with this client. What do you do? How do you build this confidence? Number one way you do that is you need to rapport so that you can gain the client's confidence. Don't forget, you've never met this client before. You guys are just meeting for the first time. You don't even know who she is or who he is. You don't know. So you want to be able to you want the client to have confidence in you. That's the same way a patient goes to a doctor. So the doctor rapport with the patient. Hey, good morning. How are you? You're looking beautiful. Whoa, I like your shoe. Where did you get this from? Say, actually got it from UK. Wow, that must be very expensive. Say, oh yeah, it is. It's expensive, and but I like it. That's why I bought it. So that's great. You must be a rich woman then. So we're trying, we're just trying. We're just trying. So, okay, that's great. What are you doing? You're creating rapport. You're creating rapport. You want the person to open up to you. So as you're talking, so when you relax, when the person relaxes with you, the person can tell you everything that you need to hear. Everything. Most times when I do this rapport with people, I don't do it again now. I don't have meetings with clients. My team do that because I have a lot of things to do. So we don't do that. But when I used to do it, sometimes some client will so open up to me that they will tell me their personal affair, their marital issue, they're going through in their issues. And then we begin to see that is even the major problem they are having in growing their business. So until you fix that for them, they're never going to they will never be able to grow their business. So this is what rapport does. That's the first step, rapport with the client. And don't say, this client is, what if the client is older than me? What if it's a big organization? If it's a big organization, people buy for your enthusiasm and your confidence. That's what they buy. If you don't have that confidence, they're never going to do business with you. That enthusiasm, that confidence is what they want. It's what they want. So don't say because this person is older than me or it's a bigger organization or has more money than me. No. At that time, you are the expert. The person is not. The person knows nothing about grain. He knows nothing about marketing. He knows nothing about real estate. You are the expert at that point. So it's your moment to shine. You need to take it. Because that's what I see what people, when they do. They lose this first step. They run to step 2. No. If you miss step 1, it's going to be tough for you. So the agent is telling you, I'm in a hurry. The customer comes, say, I'm in a hurry, I'm in a rush. I need to run somewhere. When you do that, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you. So you want to build rapport with the person. If possible, you can say, come on, can I offer you lunch, something? Let's have lunch. You talk with the person. Right there, you talk, and then you talk there. But the goal is to build rapport with the person. That's what you want to do. People see that. You know that there's so many people who, people don't ask them, how was your night? So a client, let's say the client has come all the way, driven all the way from Ikorodu to meet you in VI. And then you come and then you are the only person who has asked the client, how was your night yesterday? The client will feel better. Will feel, oh, the person cares truly. People want you to care. Until you care for people, you will never get what you want. If you help people get what they want, you will get what you want. So this is the step. This is the first step. Then the second step you take is you find out where they are now. Where are they in their life? That's the second step. Where are they? Okay, right now, I am trying to get a lot of grains. I'm not getting suppliers. My supplier last year ditched me. Because he ditched me, I couldn't supply. Last year was just a crazy year for me. Every day, world is turning to an end. Nonsense, bullshit everywhere. I'm angry. Nonsense. That's where they are. Where they are now, I've been looking for a real estate agent who will help get me a good house. All the ones they've been showing me is nonsense. I don't like it. And my wife is on my head. It's disturbing me. She's giving me stress. That's where they are. Where are they? Oh, gosh. Marketing. The marketing is not working. My marketing is crazy. I've done everything. I've invested a lot of money. I'm tired. Marketing is not working for me. That's where they are. You ask them questions and you shut up and listen to them. Just cut them when they are talking. Do not cut them short. Just let them talk. As they are talking, you are listening. There are some things they will say that you are not listening. For instance, you say, hey, look, the way I am now is that I've gotten so many real estate agents that are able to get me a house. The house they've been showing me is all nonsense. It's all nonsense. I'm tired of it. My wife is disturbing me. My kids are saying, no, Daddy, we can't stay here again. And you say, now listen to that. The main problem is not that the real estate agent, they've not gotten him a house yet. The problem is actually that his wife is on his neck. So it's resulting to issues in his home. That's why you must listen to that. So you pick that. So what you do as someone who is smart, the next thing you do, you pick on that issue. Why is your wife quarreling with you? So she said, my wife said this. She wants to talk about this wife because that's a pain. Your job now is to make sure you hit on that pain so that himself will consciously understand that what he needs is very important. It's psychological. Now we're talking sales. Now we're not talking marketing. So that's your job. So the next thing you want to ask them is, okay, why is this important to you? Why is this house important to you? I mean, why do you want to do this? Why is this so important to you? What if you don't do it? What will happen? Say, no, I can't. It's very important to, my wife will kill me. That's why I need that house. So you see, it's very important to him. you're listening. If I don't get this grain this season, there's going to be a problem for me. If we don't grow our business by 30%, we'll not be able to pay staff salary. That's why it's important to them. So your job, the why is what you capitalize on to sell and to charge whatever thing you want to charge. The why is important to them. That's what you take advantage of to sell whatever thing you want to sell. So then the next thing you want to do, because you need to be smart yourself, the question. So the next one, ask them where they want to go. Like, so you want to ask them, okay, this is where you are. You don't have a house. You need a house in Lekki. You've not been able to afford to get a house. Where you want to go, I want to have a house in Lekki in the next 3 months. That is where they are. That's where they want to go. So your job is to look at where they are, looking at where they want to go to, and then what do you do? You bridge them between where they are and where they want to go. Like the doctor will say, you are sick, you want to get well. So for you to get well, you need to take this, take that for you to get well. That's bridging it. So you bridge where they are plus where they want to go to, you bridge it together for them. So, and the next question you want to ask them again is, after you've asked them that, now you've painted them, you've bridged it for them, tell them this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. You ask them all those questions. The next thing you want to ask them is, okay, how long would you want to bear this pain? Like how long are you willing to bear this pain on your body? Doctor, no, I can't. I want a house today. That is how long you want to bear the pain. Because your job is to find out how long they want to bear the pain. You understand? So your job is to show them how long, you want to ask that intelligent question. How long are you willing to go through the same pain you'll be going through? How long do you want to stay without these things that you need to change in your life or in your business? How long? So they will tell you. Again, you will shut up and listen to them. You don't talk, you let them talk. Your job is to listen to them carefully, listen to what they are saying and what they are not saying actually, but they are saying it with their mouth. Because sometimes people talk. People will say something, but their body language is something different. So you want to get those things together, and then that will help you to be able to close this client. Now, effortlessly. So after you ask them how long do they want to bear the pain? They'll tell you, I can't bear this pain again, or it's too much. I can't stay without having this house again. I can't stay without this grain. I can't stay without growing this business. I can't stay without this business plan because I can't do anything without it. So the next thing you want to do, you show them what they stand to lose if they don't take action now, if they don't fix it. For instance, if you don't treat this sickness within here, it will degenerate to this one and it will be worse for you. Then we will not be able to treat it. Okay, if you don't buy this real estate property, somebody else is going to come, is going to buy it more than what you're doing, and you will never be able to get us around this vicinity again. And you're not saying it in a pressure way. You're saying it with your jokes, with laugh, and the person is seeing your genuine intention towards you. So that's why I say the first step is to forget yourself, forget who you are, and it's all about the client now or the prospect. This is about helping. This is about serving. This is not about you selling who you want to do. This is about truly helping people. So you're having that conversation. You are bridging that gap for these people. Then you want to justify your price. How do you justify your price? You don't start by mentioning price. You understand? So the way you do that is this. We're running this company. Currently, your business is doing 1 million naira in business. If we just do a little adjustment, because currently as you're doing 1 million naira, we see that if we can see confidently that we can actually, okay, let's say, let me make it more realistic. Currently you are doing 50 million in revenue. That's what you are doing currently. And from what we have seen, based on what you told us now, what we just discovered together, I've discovered that all we need to do is to improve your conversion by 1%. And if you improve your conversion by 1%, what will happen is that your revenue will shoot up. So instead of you to make 1 million naira, that 1% conversion will make your revenue multiply by 3. So instead of you to do 15 million, you'll be doing 45 million. Can you imagine that? So the guy will say, are you sure? Yeah, look at it. Based on what you told me, look at it. It's clear. It's clear before our eyes. And I say, show. You don't tell, you show them. You show them the numbers. You show them everything. Like, whoa. So if I do this now, this 45 million That's what we're going to get. So instead of you to get 45 million in the next 12 months, you're going to get, instead of you to get 15 million, you're going to get 45 million. Imagine what you would do with that. That's the next thing you want to do. So you are showing them that. Then the next thing is, okay, so if you're going to do this, we can help you do this. We can help you get started now. So what you will pay us is 10 million. Can you see what had just happened? You pay us 10 million, and then we'll make you 45 million. Can you see what had just happened? A huge shift. We're no longer discussing price again. The client say, yes, it's good. It's good. Sure, we can do it. Sure, no problem. We have issue. Let's do it. Because you have shown them where they are, where they want to go. You've bridged the gap together. It's okay. I'll give you 10 million. I'm going to get 45 million. That's the best investment of my life. Or I'll give you 5 million. Then you give me back 45 million. So you go, your job is to go and do that 1% improvement. So you would have done less work yourself. You would not have done plenty things. You would have provided them quick results too. By just doing one thing, increasing their conversion from 1% to 2%. So when clients come to us, this is what we do. That's why we tell them, when we talk about a price, they don't argue. 99.9% they don't argue. They say, okay, let's do it. Sometimes we even do something funny. We tell the client, now at this point we tell them, okay, yes, what we do. I'm going to share you one thing we do now. Now, when we tell them this is the price it's going to cost you for us to do this thing, we're going to make you 45 million. Look at it, and everything is making sense to the man. It's okay, but you need to pay us 10 million. But we don't want to take 10 million. The man say, why? What we want to take, we want to share in the sales. So instead of don't pay us anything upfront, we're going to do this thing, but you give us 40% of the revenue. You're going to give us 40% of the revenue. That's what we want. So any revenue we make for you for this 45 million, we're going to give 40. We're going to get 40% of the revenue. The client went, whoa. So what? The client will say, no, I prefer to pay you. Can you see what that just happened? The client is talking about paying you now. He said, no, let me pay you the 10 million instead, because he wants to keep more money. You are saying, no, we prefer this 45%, because you know you can make it happen for him. He said, no, we want 40% of your revenue. The client said, no, we prefer. Now you're arguing about, you're not arguing about pricing now. You're arguing about which of the offers to take. You have two offers on the table. They are saying, no, we want to take this. You are saying, no, we want to take this, because this one will make you more money. And then if they take this other one, they will make them less money. That's how you justify your price. Justify your price easily without stress. Then, because it's about serving people. That's why I said you must forget yourself. Don't forget, you want to charge this 10 million. You just need only 10 of the such clients. In a year, you're good to hit your 70 million. Say it's simple. Yes, it is simple. It's what I've been doing for years. And until now, no, but I've not said it to anyone. And it works across board. This offer we're doing, this an offer we're doing, this an offer we're working, and the client is loving the offer. And you are closing sales. You're closing sales. You're getting on the sales. You are having 90% closing rate. And then sometimes when you do this step, sometimes the client will say, I really don't have money. I don't want. The client may make some excuses. So what you do is this. Client will say, okay, I agree. I'm going to do it. What you said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pay you, but I need to speak with my wife. I need to speak. Is it you? Then you ask the question again, because you want to know why. Say, why do you want to speak to your wife? Is it about the money? You don't have the money now or something? Say, no. We have the money, so you will be rest assured. But I need to speak with her. I like discussing with my wife first before I make any decision. Say, whoa, you like discussing with your wife? Say, yes, good. That's great. You're a great man. I mean, most men these days don't like speaking with their wife. That's good. You must be a good man. So yeah, I'm trying. So, but two things. I would like you to, the noise there is distracting me, please. So the next thing is, I would like you to make payments today. Even if you want to discuss with your wife, you can go ahead, but I need to make a deposit today. Like at least you've seen the house, you like it, just like you want to talk with your wife. I want you to make a deposit of 2 million naira today, right now as we're here. If you still don't like it, we'll give you back your money. This is you handling objection. So if you discuss with your wife says you don't like it, we'll give you back your money. So because the man that's giving you money, it will be most unlikely for him to collect back his money. And if he comes, give him back his money. But it will be most unlikely for him to collect back his money. If he may say, okay, no, still keep the money, look for another property similar to that one. That's how you make clients to be committed to you. You're not leaving them. If they say, okay, if eventually that client is so stubborn and doesn't give you money, you want to extract another commitment. And that commitment could be meeting on another day. So, but you must extract a commitment from the client. It could be another meeting from another day, but you must extract a commitment before you leave that meeting. You don't leave that meeting without a commitment of either some money or another meeting, and you need to be sure that that meeting will not be cancelled. So if you go through the process I've told you, because most times when clients book meeting, they cancel the meeting because you don't have process. You don't have a good process that keeps them accountable, that make them stick to the meeting. So if you follow this, it's going to be almost impossible for them to say no to you. It's going to be almost impossible for them to cancel the meeting. So these are the process you use to get these clients accountable, to keep them straight up with you so that they don't leave you alone. Because if you make this mistake, believe me, they're going to leave you if you don't take this serious. So your job is to make sure the client doesn't leave you by ensuring that you stick down with them for this process. That's what I think you should do. Then you extract commitment, because you must always extract commitment. The commitment you're going to extract could be for next meeting again. That could be the commitment you want to extract. It could be for another meeting, or it could be for another meeting. But you must extract a commitment, that commitment which will help you to be able to get into a conversation with that client, to be able to grow. Does this make sense?
Much sense, sir. This is very, very good, sir.
Do we have another person in the room?
Yes, sir. It makes sense, actually. It does.
Okay. Okay, just two of you, right? Whoa.
This is Jumoke.
Okay. All right.
I was thinking Mr. Philip was here.
Okay. So what we're going to do now, we're going to have a section where we're just going to take on questions. I believe you must have written down questions. So I'm going to allow you the next 11:30. We take questions, just basically questions. That section is going to last for 30-40 minutes. Basically questions. Just want to take questions and try to see how we can implement these things into your business. And I want real questions, even if it is 10, just questions. There's time for, we're going to have like 30 minutes for it, or 40 minutes. If we answer any question before then, we close that section, we continue the next section, which is basically about the last section we're going to have, because I've shown you all these things. How do you get those clients now? That's the big thing. How do you get them to come in? So we're going to get to that section. So that's going to be another section. But for now, we're going to go take a bit break of just 20 by 11:20 Nigerian time. We'll get on again to take the last section, which will be basically questions, and then we'll see how we can implement it into your business. That's what I want you to ask me. Ask me tough questions. That's what I want to answer before we move into the last section. Does it make sense?
Okay, sir. It makes much sense, sir.
Okay.
Thank
So
you, sir.
I'll see you guys in a short while again. We'll take it now. Please,
Okay.
I'd like you guys to really keep to time so that by 11:20 we kick off. I won't be waiting for anyone at all. I won't be waiting for anyone because I don't think that's a good thing to do. So 11:30, we're kicking off again. So I'll see you guys 11:30. All right. Philip is just coming, but we can't admit him now. See you guys shortly. Thanks.
Okay, sir. Okay.